Hello, welcome to Glenda's Kitchen, where God speaks. Now, today we're going to be making a easy, very simple peach cobbler. I love it in June when the peaches are fresh and just off the tree. But instead of fresh, we do have our frozen peaches. It's so easy that it's almost like a cup of everything. So right now I have a cup of flour and a teaspoon of salt, and we're just going to dump that in the bowl. And right here I'm going to also have just a turbinado sugar. You can make this sugar free, you can make this gluten free, you can use monk fruit, you can use coconut sugar. I've done it all and it tastes amazing. And we're gonna put a tablespoon of baking powder. Here we go. We're gonna go with a tablespoon of baking powder. Just gonna set that aside. And we're just gonna kind of mix that up really quick. I'm about quick and simple and easy, but definitely delicious and great and good. This dish Mommy made when we were growing up. Easy dessert because we were always around ready to eat. Now, we have here, this is some coconut oil. I like to mix coconut oil and a non-dairy butter together just because, I don't know, it ups the flavor. We're only going to use 3/4 cup, so we're not even going to use all of it. Use 3/4 cup of that. And then, for flavoring's sake, I'm going to take a 1/2 cup of white grape and peach juice. Use that. And then we're going to use a 1/2 cup of almond milk or whatever's needed to give it that smooth texture we're looking for. And don't forget our good old pure vanilla flavoring. Gotta have lots of vanilla flavoring. This is a Simply Organic brand, non-alcoholic, tastes amazing. About a teaspoon, one for me, one for you, right? There we go. And then what we're going to do is take the remaining oil and we are going to brush it over our pan so that everything doesn't stick. Because to me, when I used to think this was magic pie, because you put all your ingredients in backwards and then they flip inside out when they're baking and the peaches rise to the top. So we're gonna just coat that a little bit and we're gonna start mixing this up here. Now, if your peaches are frozen and not too sweet, you can always toss them with a little sugar. Now, we're going to add our milk in. There we go. You can sprinkle a little sugar and about a tablespoon of arrowroot or cornstarch on there. I think it's in the book. Get the book. It's in the book. We're going to mix it together. There we go. So we got a nice creamy texture there. Beautiful. I'm just gonna take this and we're gonna pour it right into the bottom of that pan. Right into the bottom. Now dessert is my favorite. You can make a nice pretty whipped topping and top this off, or some great non-dairy ice cream would be an amazing addition too. We're going to take our peaches. I'm going to toss them in here. I'm going to take a little spoon, and sometimes I sprinkle about a 1/4 cup of sugar. I'm going to toss a little bit, but definitely delicious and easy, but definitely delicious and easy, but definitely delicious and easy, but definitely delicious and regular cornstarch. I'm going to add a tablespoon, so right directly on the peaches. I like to add just a little sugar because it helps the cornstarch to, now there we go, that's a tablespoon. And that is the end. That is how much cooking I have done, the end of the cornstarch. We're gonna add our 1/4 cup of sugar. And like I say, if you decide that you don't want any more sugar, I want you to learn to embrace this as your own. Make it yours, be creative. I'm just gonna toss it in there just a little bit. We're gonna add just a little vanilla on this side too. Lemon is amazing on this dish as well. Mixing a little bit of that white grape and peach juice is amazing in here. There you go, it's nice and tossed. And what we're gonna do is just lay them right flat, right on top. We're gonna bake them in the oven on about 400. And dessert will be served shortly. There we go. gonna lay them out nice and even. When I make this, I always have to double it, sometimes triple it, because they love to eat around here. You know, one of my favorite sayings is, when I cook, they show up. And that's a live true one. They come. So we're gonna just pour that in there. And I didn't even have to defrost these peaches, nor that I have to cook them. So they're gonna have a nice firm texture to them. They're not gonna be mushy and soft. And I just wanna make sure that they kind of spread out nice and even. And over the top of that, there we go. Easy. Now we're gonna head to the oven with this, and we're gonna bake it on 400, about 20 minutes, 25. And what you're gonna find is gonna happen is the dough is gonna come on top. It's magic, remember? I don't believe in magic, but blessings. It's an amazing blessing. There we go, in the oven. And as always, set your timer. And we're gonna set that timer for 20 minutes and see what happens. Okay, it's time. Let's see. Ooh, blessings coming out of the oven. And there you have your easy peach cobbler.